it's your girl Kadisha, and you are watching another episode of the Kadisha Show. Today I'm here with one of the biggest UK dancehall artists. In fact, you're internationally known, Mr. Tuggawar, the War God.
The days!
How are you?
I'm really good.
So you know, on the Kadisha Show, I'm going to be getting down to the bottom of everything, and I want to find out everything. So that's alright, yeah?
Good, of course, everything and everything.
Alright, so tell me, where are you originally from?
Well, I'm born in Hackney, in London, in Clapton Mothers Hospital.
Right.
You know, classic.
Yeah.
My father's Greek Cypriot. My mother's from Ireland, Cork City.
Okay.
But I'm born over here.
Okay, so tell me, in your household, because you're a bashment artist, dancehall artist, in your household, was a lot of that music played, or was it? No,
not at all. My father didn't even listen to music until I became an artist.
Right.
He never even listened to music. My mum loved music, yeah. My mum listened to everything. She loved reggae, she loves pop, rock and roll. She's very musical, my mother. But my father was not really a great lover of music, you know. Maybe some old Greek music when we used to go to some old Greek clubs, you know, when I was young or something like that.
Yeah.
But when I became an artist, he became very into it. He just, yeah.
So at what age did you become an artist?
I became an artist.
Or did you realise that you had talent?
Well, when I was very young, I was like writing lyrics when I was in school. You know what I mean? Like 14 years old, I started writing.
Wow.
And became an MC, and my first MC name was MC Tugboat when I was in school, yeah. And then that turned into Tugger. And by the time I got to 16, because the way I was chatting on the mic, I used to MC on jungle, I used to MC on old school garage, you know. Dancehall and reggae was my original thing, but growing up in Hackney, you know, these genres was big at the time, you know what I mean? So they used to call me MC Tugboat. That turned into Tugger, and by the time I got to 16, Tugger turned into Tuggawar, because they said I was very aggressive on the mic, and every time I'm trying to chat the mic, like I'm trying to war people. So just Tuggawar stuck from 16, and I became an artist when I went to Jamaica, a professional artist, I say, in 2002. So it's like 11 years now as a professional artist.
So at what age did you think, hang on, like I'm doing all these like basically stations, whatever, when did you think, I want to go on record and make music on record or CD?
About 18 years old, 17, 18 years old. The first record I made was a garage record with a crew called Way 29, which was my first crew. You remember Way 29? Selector Dark, Philly, Crocs, and we done a tune. Are you ready for the Way 29? Are you ready for the Way 29? And I was recording with a company over here called Rough and Tumble, and we done a little EP, a couple tracks. But I didn't start recording properly until I went to Jamaica.
Right.
So I started really, I became a recording artist in Jamaica, really.
So one of the things that people are a bit confused about is the fact that you are Greek, but they don't know. Well, I know, but your accent is patois.
Patois, yeah.
So where does that come in? How did you get the accent?
I grew up with in a big Jamaican community. A lot of black people in Hackney, Jamaican, African, mainly Caribbean orientated, you know. And it kind of stuck from a very young age, to be honest with you, because a lot of my people around me was all Caribbean people, and I started talking patois from being very young, just being in the community I was living. And then when you I think when you fall in love with a music, because I fell in love with reggae music at a very young age, and I think you don't just fall in love with the music, you fall in love with the culture, and you take on the whole culture, because it's not just music. Reggae is a culture, you know what I mean? Yeah. And dance was a culture, and I think the whole patois thing from when I was young and growing up in this Caribbean community and falling in love with reggae music, the patois just coming out of me more and more and more. When I went to Jamaica, it was like, obviously, I lived out there for a while, and that's where I started speaking more or less fluent.
See, that's what people don't know. You actually lived in Jamaica for a while.
Yeah, for a good few years I lived in Jamaica, when I was young, But I was very Jamaican orientated before I went to Jamaica. Growing up, like, my father's best friends were Jamaican. Wow. You know, people that used to look after me when I was very young were Jamaican. You know, and I grew up with a lot of Caribbean and Jamaica. I think I had more sort of Caribbean friends than any other friends, to be honest with you. So it was just that sort of culture. So I never saw it as anything. I think now where I've got older and people say, oh, but he sounds Jamaican and he's white, and it's what's going on? Why does he sound like that? To me, that was never an issue until, because I grew up in Hackney, and I think there's so much, Hackney such a multicultural area. Yeah. You know, and it's not surprising to find a white guy talking with patois in Hackney, to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think some people out of the box who haven't grown up in multicultural areas, they find it really strange. How can he talk like that? And they find it very fascinating, which I understand.
So how do you deal with people that have got that sort of opinion of you?
Everyone's got their own opinion, Kadisha. Everyone's got their own opinion. Some people say, oh, he's trying to sound like a Jamaican. I ain't trying to sound like, this is just me. I can't sound any other way. Do you understand what I mean? I've got a lot of, I grew up in a multicultural area, so I can talk Cockney as well, you know what I mean, mate? You know what I mean? I can do the Cockney thing. I can do my father's Greek Cypriot. I can speak Greek. You know what I mean? I've got my mum's Irish. I can put the Irish accent on. You know, I'm very versatile. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Tuggawar I'm mixed race as well with Greek and Irish. Growing up with Jamaicans, so quite a crazy mix. You know what I mean? I'm not surprised that people don't get it, because there's not many people with the sort of mix I get and grow up the way I grew up. So I kind of like it because it's a mystery and people don't get it, and I like the fact that people don't get it, because they don't have to get it. Exactly. They don't have to get it. It's a mystery. Keep them talking. I don't care whether it's, some people say good things, bad things. It doesn't bother me. Whatever.
That's it.
Yeah.
But let's talk about some of your music. So the surf, that took off big time. Like everyone was doing the dance,
surf was mad,
video, TV had it locked. Everything was locked. Who wrote the song? How did it come about? I
wrote the song. It came about, actually, I have to give credit to DJ Corey from Flames.
Big up DJ Corey.
Big up DJ Corey. Because Corey went to Jamaica and he came back with the rhythm.
Yeah.
And he said, Tugs, I got this mad rhythm I brought back from Jamaica, and you got to do it. And he gave me the idea to do the song. He said, I always used to do sort of gangster songs. I do girl songs as well, but I never done a dancing song before. Yeah. So Surf was my first ever dancing song. And Corey said, you got to do a dance called The Surf. And I was on the phone to him and said, how's The Surf go? He says, well, you bend your knee, you bend your back and surf. And I swear to God, I'm not even really much of a dancer myself, so I'm just listening to him on the phone. And as he was telling me how to dance, I actually wrote it down. So I remember writing down on this bit of paper, bend your knee, bend your back, surf, because I haven't got a clue about dancing, so I had to know how this dance went.
Yeah.
Because Corey's crew, the Flames Hit Squad, they're the one that made the dance.
Right.
So I said, how's the dance go? Bend your knee, bend your back and surf. And as I put the phone down for him, all I had on this bit of paper was bend your knee, bend your back, surf. And then I listened to the rhythm and it went, and then within 15 minutes I wrote the whole song, you know. It was just
15 minutes.
I swear to God, I wrote it and then turned on the studio and recorded it, and the whole thing was done within. I actually did it. It was half a joke. I didn't even take it serious.
But the instrumental is similar to
the Wipeout. Yeah, like the old rock and roll.
Yeah, thing. The old So was that intentionally or?
No, it was just all luck. It was just at the time that was the instrumental, and it was great. I think up to today it's one of my favourite instrumentals. It's got such a vibe because that riff is classic.
Definitely.
And then when I wrote the lyric that suited it. Everybody do this, bend your knee, bend your back, stretch out your hands like you were clean. That was like the information I got about the dance. And it all made sense and it just connected. It was unbelievable and I didn't even expect it to do so well.
Yeah.
It sounded good and then all of a sudden, like it just hit instantly. You know what I mean? I've done the tune instantly, hit instantly, and we said, oh, we got to do a video for this. You remember the video?
Yeah, I was in the video. I was freezing on the beach. I do remember that.
Yeah, it was cold. Even though I didn't look like it was cold, it was cold. Kadisha was very cold.
I do remember that day. Big up Papa War as well.
For real, big up Papa War.
Yeah, so obviously you've got the commercial side to Tuggawar.
Yeah.
But you've also got the War God.
Yes.
So you started recently released some tunes that were a bit more deeper and a bit more darker.
Yeah.
And obviously aimed at a few artists.
Yeah.
That was there a reason why it was aimed at those particular artists, or was it just, is it fun?
It's fun. It's fun, you know. I aimed it at the artists at the time where I thought were doing well in the UK.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which was Stylo, Gappy, because Stylo had a hit called Call Me a Yardie, Gappy had Heaven in Her Eyes, and they was doing well, you know what I mean? And I know them guys in the industry for a long time, and I thought they might be up for a bit of a battle. And I think the industry in England has grown, UK dancehall has grown so much, and it's great, UK dancehall, and I think this could spark off. War is what I do. I specialise in war tunes, you know. Yeah. There's the commercial side of Tuggawar, but hence the name Tuggawar. I really specialise in warring lyrics and clashing lyrics, and I grow up on clash, sound clash, Bounty Killer versus
That's like Jamaica, the way how they are,
the real authentic stuff. Ninja Man versus Shabba Ranks, Super Cat versus Ninja. You know, these clashes. This is what I used to watch. So you know, I used to like love that sort of stuff, and I thought, for me to try and do that in the UK and start a little clash going on. It was great fun, and it was great for, I thought it was great for UK dancehall, and everyone appreciated it. Some people didn't understand it because I think in the UK it's not like Jamaica, so they've never really seen anything like that over here. And a lot of people thought, is it personal? And no, it's not personal. No, all of them artists that I call, like, I rate them all. That's why I call them. And a lot of them are my friends. You know what I mean? And it's just fun. It's musical entertainment. So I see clash as entertainment at the highest level. There's nothing better than a clash. In any music.
That kind of shows what kind of artist you are as well.
Yeah, definitely. And it's for the fans. You know what I mean? The fans love it. The fans love it. Oh, who's gonna win? Like, he's done a tune, who's gonna counteract it? What tune's better? And if there's a clash on the stage, it's the most entertaining thing. Like, hence Mavado versus Cartel, recent years. You know what I mean? And all of this. It's the greatest thing. It keeps the music. It keeps the fans interested in the artists. It's great for all round. Yeah.
So you had a few responses.
Yeah.
Was you shocked that Stylo G and Gappy Ranks didn't respond, or was you knew that they weren't going to respond?
I wasn't shocked. I was disappointed. I was disappointed because I thought we could have taken it maybe a little bit further if they did respond, you know. And I was actually looking forward to doing some proper clashes on stage in front of the people, and it's all about pleasing the fans and doing some great entertainment, you know, but on a professional level, because if it's not going to be professional, I'm not interested, Kadisha, you know. I'm not interested because, like what I said, a lot of people here, my lyrics might sound very harsh on record and I might cuss them really bad and that, but like what I said, it's entertainment, and it's professionalism, and
it's actually the nicest person in the world.
Exactly, I'm a very nice guy, you know what I mean? Well, as long as you don't get me upset.
What, to me?
No, exactly. So I thought it could have been a great thing, but I wouldn't want to be involved in any form of clash with anyone that's taking it too personal. No, that's where it just defeats the purpose.
But then obviously one of the members from the Warning Crew did release something, and it was a phone conversation, and was that you? Or
it was me. That was actually, because you know what, Stylo phoned me up on the there were one day the tunes was getting played on the radio, and he phoned me up and he said, oh, Tuggawar, he was complaining about the lyric in the song saying that his studio got robbed, which was a real story, you know. And he was saying, oh, Tuggawar, me and them guys are in beef and red. I said, the whole place knows about that already. I only said something that, you know, I said, no disrespect, Stylo, you know what I mean? But when I was on the phone to him, I had a feeling this guy's recording me. I knew he was recording me. He doesn't know that, but I knew you was recording me, Mr. Stylo G. I was well aware of it, and you can have the recording and have your fun with it, you know what I mean? But it's like, I thought it was a little bit cheap of him not to send Juvenile. Big up Juvenile for doing the tune, you know what I mean? But Stylo should have done a response as well, and I think...
So you say that the tune was spliced, it was spliced?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, it was spliced, yeah, totally. Of course it was spliced, because they got me up on the thing. They just took me saying, yes, no, they just spliced my yeses and my no's, and then they just said, Tuggawar, are you smoking drugs? And they said, yes. Tuggawar, will you ever stop smoking drugs? No. I thought these guys are really clever. Do you know what I mean? But there was a little bit of fun, you know what I mean? Everyone knows it's all rubbish, but you know what I mean? Lyrics over gimmicks, and lyrically.
So another thing is that obviously, you know, when I'm going through it in my head, actually sitting down with you, I'm realising that it's so weird how everyone just speaks about you, but no one knows you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it's like, even with like the way how you've changed your parents and everything, people had a lot to say. Let's clarify that. Basically, you said you're in gym a lot. Like, people have said this, people have said that. But people don't know that you're actually working 5 days a week at gym, just trying to. It's a feel good thing that you're going through, but people want to say that it's this and that.
Yeah, it's amazing. It kind of upset me at first because I made a big effort to change my life around. You know what I mean? I lost my father 3 years ago, and I was very upset about that, and I started comfort eating. I was always quite a big lad, and I put on a bit of extra weight, and I started getting out of breath when I was recording, and I was eating very unhealthy, and I had to start. I know I'm not getting no younger. I had to stop. I had to change my life around, and I started eating healthy, and I go to gym 5-6 days a week. And I eat very healthy, and I make sure I exercise every day, and I lost a hell of a lot of weight, and I feel great for it. I feel 10 years younger. I feel like a brand new person. Yeah, thank you. And I was a bit upset really when people started saying this and that about me. I thought, oh my God, like, is this what people really are like? You know what I mean? But I don't take no notice of it because it's all rubbish at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You
know what you know, so...
Exactly, I know what I know, and I work very hard to lose this weight. You know what I mean? So it makes me actually laugh, exactly, for someone to even say to me, oh, because as soon as they lost the weight, Tuggawar's on drugs. I mean, people just like to put you down straight away, you know what I mean? I worked really hard to look and get to where I am now, and for people to say that it's quite funny. I find it quite amusing. At the same time, it's sad. And when it started turning into, when I was clashing these artists, and I think lyrically they couldn't test me.
Yeah,
you know,
so
lyrically.
they had to go for.
Yeah, so they thought, okay, we can't beat him musically, like in a lyrical war. Right. No way. So let's just try and scandal his name and do bad things like that. Hence the phone calls and splicing up and putting pictures of me on the internet where I've lost all this weight and everything, and saying Tuggawar is a junkie, which was really, really sad. And little do they know that Tuggawar was in the best form of his life.
I've never seen you this way, actually.
You've known me.
I've known you for a very long time, and honestly, this is the best I've seen you.
Thank you.
So, you know, I'm Team Tuggawar. So, I watched the Bounty Killer show.
Yeah.
That was a big thing as well.
Big thing.
Did you expect the audience to receive you so well?
You know what? I never really go out expecting a big response. I just go out, do my best. I love performing, and the bigger the crowd, the better I perform and the more energy I give the crowd. Yeah. So I didn't really expect the big response. I always know I'm going to get a good response because I'm going to put my all into it. You know what I mean? But how the crowd receive you, different days, different moods, different crowds, they can always give you different response. So you can even perform better to that crowd and they don't respond to you as much as that crowd, and you didn't perform as good on that crowd. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can never tell how the crowd's going to respond to you, but it was amazing. The response was crazy. The vibe was just
definitely check that out. It's on YouTube. Bounty Killer and Tuggawar was on it, definitely. So what do you think of the dancehall industry right now, music wise?
Really good. I'm really happy with the way UK dancehall's going.
Really?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's billing. You know what I mean? It's bigger than it ever was. I think it needs to be cleaned up. It needs to be cleaned up a bit. The DJs and the artists need to work together a bit more. Less of the segregation. You know, I think we're all on a billing level. You know what I mean? So I got to big up people like Quincy on Trace FM, and you know what I mean, Corey on Flames FM. And
Corey's a good one as well.
Yeah, definitely. I big up Tamo D on Natural Vibes Radio, and big up Mystic FM, and big up all of these radio stations that, you know, Selector Dark and all of them, man, they push it, you know what I mean? So I think it's just about the unity with the whole industry, and we can take it to another level. So,
on a whole, because that's the UK, but on a whole, like the Jamaican dancehall scene, how do you think that's going? I
think dancehall has been a bit, because Vibes Cartel seems to be still the biggest thing in dancehall, you know, and the man's been locked up for a while now, you know, so I think it needs a change. There's some good young artists out there. You got I-Octane doing very well, but I think in Jamaica it's a bit much of the same old, and they need to sort of find a new energy to it, if you understand what I mean. Like, that's why I actually am more excited about English dancehall at the moment. It's very fresh. You got great artists over here, you know what I mean? The Jamaican dancehall is brilliant, and obviously that's the home of it. But I think at the moment it's in a transitional period, and like what I said, the hottest artist in Jamaica has been in jail for like the last couple of years, and that says a lot about the music. I would say, you know what I mean.
So with regards to working with an artist, who would you like to work with then? To be UK or abroad?
I like to work with anyone. It doesn't matter how big they are. It doesn't matter if they got a name or they have no name. It's just about if I meet an artist and I have a good connection with the artist and we have a good vibe, and I think that I can work with them. And the same goes with a producer, you know what I mean? I'm very open-minded like that. I'll work with any artist, any producer, as long as the vibe's right and I believe that we got a good connection, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'd like to do tunes with people like Bounty Killer, Elephant Man, you know what I mean? Some American artists. There's some great English artists as well, you know what I mean?
But a lot of people have said that the content of some of the artists nowadays is a bit too much for kids. It's a bit, even like Vibes Cartel, and even got yourself. Do you feel like? What do you feel about it? What's your view on that? Content.
I think content is important, and this year I'm not aiming at no war tracks this year. This year I'm releasing commercial stuff. I'm putting out only singles this year, big commercial crossovers, different than in the last 2 years. I've been warring and doing a hell of a lot of war tracks and doing this War God and doing a lot of clashing, you know, and it's been great, but hence there's not been that much response, and the artists I aimed at didn't really respond at me, and that was like a nice little hype at the time. And now we're gonna put some singles out, and I like to show them Tuggawar is not just about the arms house and violent lyrics and that sort of stuff. But then saying that again, I will always do them type of tunes because it's entertainment, Kadisha. It's entertainment, you know. It's
do you think people go too far with it when they say clean it up?
Definitely, because the same people who go far with it. Like, I do a lot of gangster tunes, and none of my gangster tunes is better than the Rambo film.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's true. None of my bad man tunes are better than the Rambo film, and the same people that will cuss them tunes, they're gonna go home and watch Rambo.
Yeah.
It's entertainment. It's entertainment. Just where you watch, like, you can sit down and watch a gun show, Cowboy and Indian or whatever, or Rambo or so whatever type of arms ass film it is, and it's entertainment. You know, it's how you. I think it's all about how intelligent you are to understand this music is entertainment. Like I said, I'm a very nice guy. Do you know what I mean? We do the Tuggawar as the war god. And I'm a very gangster artist, you know what I mean? I grew up in Hackney and we represent what we represent, but it's entertainment. It's entertainment. It's true. That's what it is. Just like Vibes Cartel, there's a lot of raw songs.
Yeah.
Like, there's YouTube out there and there's a whole lot of other artists, and if you don't like us, go and switch on to someone else.
It's true.
Do you know what I mean? There's you can't please everyone, Kadisha. You can't please everyone, you know what I mean? And I'm a man, I stick to what I believe in. I stick to what I like. My strength is war music, clash music, so that's my strength. That's what I will always do. I'll always have to do. Tuggawar fans, they want to hear a new war tune. They want to hear a new Badman tune, a new gangster tune. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to drop a lot of commercial stuff and loads of girl tracks, which people know me for as well. Tunes like Tug Loving, fun tunes like Surf. Remember, I do some of the most fun tuning. What is more fun than Surf?
Yeah, nothing.
Do you know what I mean? I do the most fun song in the world. So when people hear me do really hard gangster songs, don't get it twisted. I do the most fun songs.
You do everything.
I do everything.
Versatile.
So I think, I'm very versatile, and I don't think people should get it twisted. It is entertainment. You know, whatever an artist does is entertainment. I don't think it should be class, oh, that's bad for dancehall. Nothing's bad for dancehall, you know what I mean? No, it's the more dancehall, the better.
But I think, like, even when I go and I've got to praise you because you are quite strong, like, because when I go and, like, say I go on your YouTube, whatever, underneath there's mixed comments. It's like people love to just hate you. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's just, I don't know how you deal with it. Like, you're so alright with it, and it's, some people would have broke down and just gave up music, but I mean, you know,
real talk,
it's like 50-50. You can't Marmite, love, hate. I just don't know how you deal with it, and I think it keeps you relevant, definitely, but you just keep strong.
Keep strong. I think, like, in this business, I think when I got a hell of a lot of haters, and you have to. I mean, who's got more haters than Puff Daddy?
It's true. Yeah.
No, who's got more haters than Puff Daddy or 50 Cent? Like,
it's true. If you ain't got haters, you ain't doing
like, if I ain't got enough haters. Can I have more? You lot hate me more. You know what I mean? I want more haters, like, because I need them. I really need these haters. Seriously, I need you. All of you hate, every single one of you that don't like me. Tell your friends not to like me as well. You know what I mean? Because it's better. Because this is the business, you know, we're entertainers, we're always going to have haters. The more haters, you only get hated when you're doing something good. I mean, no one's got no time to hate and sit down and comment and cuss people on the internet for someone who's totally irrelevant, someone who totally doesn't matter.
Do you ignore those comments though?
Yeah, totally. Oh yeah, I've never replied back to any comment. I don't even read them. Do you know what I mean? I don't even read them. It's ridiculous. I mean, this is the business. You have to be strong as an artist. If you're willing to take on the role as an artist, you have to be prepared for these things. Yeah. It's not for the light-hearted. You can't get too emotional about it. Yeah. You have to expect it. If you put yourself in the limelight in this day and age, with all of the social networking going on, the internet available, if you're prepared to put yourself up, that's one of the things you got to be prepared to take. You got to be prepared to take it, no matter what artist you are, no matter what music you do. It's not just like, cause I say, like you said, I've got a hell of a lot of haters, and to be honest with you, I'm probably one of the most hated artists. And there's probably a lot of artists that are bigger than me, and they ain't got as much haters as me, which says a lot. You understand what I'm saying? It says a lot, but it's a good thing.
But it's like coming from it, because I know you, I just feel like it's weird, man. You're just not the type of person people actually think you are. No. But I'll tell you what, it's Kadisha. I'm very comfortable with myself. Yeah. I believe in myself. I'm very comfortable in my own skin, and I'm well connected. I'm very well connected, and nothing don't bother me. You know what I mean? I know where I'm at. I know what I am as a person. I know where I'm going.
I'm very well connected with myself. You know what I mean? I know what I'm about,
so and you can block out everything. I can block out.
Nothing else matters to me because I'm well connected. So, like what you said, you know me, and you say a lot of people don't know me. They think Tuggy this, Tuggawar that, and that's all great. I haven't got time to sit down and explain to everyone why and who and what. I'm here. I'm an artist. I'm a musician. I do my music. You know what I mean? How I cope with it, I'm very well connected and I know what I'm about and I know who I am and I know where I'm coming from and I'm 100% real with myself, and you can only be real with yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
You can only be real with yourself and feel good within yourself, and I feel good within myself and I'm very well connected with myself, you know what I mean? And I have to big up Mama War, most important woman in my life. She keeps me strong, and you understand what I'm saying? Like I'm very comfortable with myself. Like the most important thing, I worry about my mum. You know what I mean? And I worry about things. This is the only thing that I worry about. Nothing else don't bother me. Do you know what I mean? Nothing else don't bother me. So it's like all of these things, it's just irrelevant. It comes with it. It's great.
So what's next for Tuggawar, man?
Well, at the moment, we just dropped a massive EP, Tuggology Part 1. It's out now. To check it out, it's on iTunes. It's only over $5. You can go and support the thing. If you look on my Twitter, follow me at Tuggawar, you'll see it there. So we're dropping 3 EPs. Tuggology Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. The single off of Part 1 is featuring Nikki Benz, a tune called Argument, which the video is coming out in a very hot second. Big up
Nikki Benz is actually quite popular as well.
Very popular. Nikki Benz is like penthouse superstar in America. So big up Nikki Benz, and she's featuring on my new single called Argument. And we've just shot the video. Nikki's just sent over her footage from LA. And big up Final Touch, Guido, Amma, the whole Final Touch UK team, who's courtesy responding for the video right now, and they're putting it together, and it's going to be out very soon. And that's our main single. And we've got a dancehall mix, and we've got an IB for mix, and we've got a dubstep mix. So we're doing 3 videos for 1 song. You know, so we've got the dancehall mix, the original one, and we've got the IB for dance mix, which I played you a little while ago, and I've got the dubstep mix, and then we've got EP2, which is all commercial tracks as well, you know, so I'm looking forward to it. And then EP3 and then the album, so we've got 3 EPs. I decided to drop 3 EPs rather than 1 album. I've got so much good tracks and we've been recording so much, I want people to get the most out of all the tracks.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, thank you very much for talking to me on the Kadisha show. I'm very happy to have you actually be in your studio.
You're welcome.
I'm very happy. So is it alright for the Kadisha show to just get a little freestyle?
Of course.
You know, just like something.
Yes. You've done no. Tuggy. For days in the building, out of my rampant. Anything me say, a girl wine on the floor. My girl done the whole friggin' argument. Cause you fat in your shorts and you hot in your bra. My girl done the whole friggin' argument. Make them know you a star, just wine on the bar. My girl done the whole friggin' argument. You don't care who they are, if I want, then I want. Tell a girl. So she want tuggy figure grimy. Me love how she quint and whiny. Like Nikki Benz just shiny. Balance on your head and climby. So she want tuggy figure worky. So what we do? Uptown splurty. Wine on the edge cause you're perfect. Fling it on the floor, let me hurt it. She fling it up hardcore. Give me on the floor till me request an encore. Make me driving me ting like a RAV4. Re-tuggy with the girl them go mad for. Give me the wine where you use on the dance floor. Let me fit it in like a bullet in a Rebo. Them dead. UK dancehall doppy, Gappy and Stylo get killed like Chucky. Molly down and you Miguel them like Kentucky. Boy, chat to me double mouth shotty for days. What got in the building?
That was Tuggawar in the building for days. Thanks for watching the Kadisha show. Until next week, take care.
Red 5599 Kadisha. Big up. The days.